Good evening, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is David Okon. This is the third live streaming. It's new and I'm so glad, I'm so grateful that we came to this moment at 6 o'clock here in London in the United Kingdom, coming live, live streaming. Welcome to this live chat. And you're welcome to come, you're welcome to stay away, and we are a work in progress. We are new, and I'm so excited at this opportunity. And thank you so much to everybody who have been part of this family. And also, thank you so much, YouTube infrastructure platform, for being there to provide this opportunity to me in these YouTube systems. In at the outset of live streaming, decided to talk about uh, how YouTube operates. And if you watch this live streaming, it will be recorded afterward when I finish doing live. It will be recorded on the channel. You can always go back and watch the video and leave a comment if you would like to do so. And clicking like, subscribing to this YouTube channel to support it, and doing what you need to do to stay relevant and also to be happy. And YouTube is a great platform, and I'm so everly grateful to be part of this infrastructure, part of this economy. Leave a comment below what you think about YouTube. There are users, people who come to use YouTube as users and also as content creators like myself. I am a content creator. And thanks to YouTube, I'm so proud to be participating in these. There are actually opportunities, there are guidelines, there are also resources, products. In the whole estate, I've got different approaches. I mean, different segments. Different elements to operating, and that is what I intend kicking off this new approach, live streaming, kicking it off by talking about YouTube, how the system work, how the frame, how the platform operate, based on information provided by the platform. If you want to know what YouTube does, the best place to go is actually to go on the platform. There are so many information online on different things. Some of them need to be filtered as much as possible. If you go online, there's a maze with information. Some of them are actually not so accurate, but on balance, I've been doing a lot of research on the internet. There are so many information. They are so accurate, and the technology is improving. I think to also leave a comment below if you know something about artificial intelligence. I think artificial intelligence and also some functions of modern technology is set to improve this platform immensely. We are still a work in progress. We are a very small channel. We created this platform in 2012. 10 years later, in 2022, I decided to become active, posting video, creating videos, and uploading to create contents. And since then, we had our first view, we had our first subscription, we had our first everything. And a few days ago now, for doing live streaming as a new approach, as part of the package of approaching content creating. Live streaming is quite new to me. It's a case of learning, but I chose to talk about YouTube as the opening. And if you watch this video, leave a comment below what you think about the platform. Millions of people use it. I went through this segment of the information yesterday, but because we were not many then, and also we have very low level viewership, I'm not apologetic to repeat that information over, because my primary aim is to learn as much as I can about the platform, which I've been part of for coming to 2 years, between now and also between now and December 2024. I'll be 2 years in December 2024, having been posting and also experiencing so many things, learning as much as I can. Every day for me has been a learning experience. It has been an opportunity. It has opened my life to new experiences, to new opportunity. Leave a comment below if you're a content creator or if you're a user. Some people are actually artists. They are scientists doing experiments on the platform, all sort of traders, businesses, the main media, TV, infrastructure, and television, and there is technology of different sort in transportation. There is holiday information, adventures, and all sorts of things. Food, food tasting, entertainment of all sorts, music, like I said. And the if you're creative, maybe you're doing gardening or or something like that, or landscaping, or like doing sports, maybe going skiing, cultural experience, so many things, food, like I said. And so YouTube as their mission. If you know the meaning of the word mission, leave a comment below. Thank you so much for people who came, who has come. Thank you so much, people who didn't come. Let me just check some of this function. As always, haven't actually done any updating. Let me just see what is going to happen. No problems at all. So this is fine. Welcome to live chat, and thank you so much. This is Dream. This is Dream. I've been testing this consistently. The first testing video live streaming, we got 7 people. It was so exciting. Potentially, if you are new, if you are less visible, if you are small, it's so difficult to be seen. And this is experience of most YouTuber. So it's a type of consolation for someone new, like me, and or maybe like somebody like you who's a content creator who is struggling to get attention from the world. Millions, perhaps billions over time, maybe on a daily basis, monthly, hundreds actually of millions of users access this platform. So it is awash with activities, and I'm so excited. YouTube, if you talk about YouTube, if you are interested to know something about YouTube, what they are, what they stand for, they have a mission to give everyone a voice. If you know what giving someone or everyone a voice, what do you mean? And this is how I choose to discuss this information, these resources, but also particularly I'm interested in the rules and the guidelines, as the title suggests, because the rules and the guidelines are extremely important on your being able to use the infrastructure and the platform. But the do's and don'ts are also there, which are rules. And if you know what you are to do and what you are not to do, especially if you are not supposed to do something, it can lead to some challenges as a user, as a content creator, and you can always be in a situation where you will need to share information, talk about the mission. What is mission? As I asked a vacant question, and what do you know by let me just check. This is Dream. Let's look at glamour. I like glamour. It's just slip of my hand. It's glamour. I like glamour. I've been using it yesterday. Welcome to live chat. I'm still alone here, which is very nice. But it's going to be nicer if somebody visits. This is now the third, perhaps the fourth, if you include the testing session. But the main program session, this is the third time, the third occasion of live streaming. I'm so excited. Every time, every day, I've received at least 1 or 2 or 4 or 5 people visiting. But there is a mentality of this channel, of this section also, where people come in and out almost immediately. Let me just check something else. This is Beam. If you comment below what you know about Beam. Beam is also nice. I like it as well. Welcome to live chat. Thank you so much. I will keep with this. It's quite nice, I think. So let's work with Beam. I'll leave a comment below if you're lucky enough to watch this video. If you are lucky enough not to watch it, so be it. But people who watch the video are able to leave a comment, to share, to click notification bell as always, and also to subscribe, and also to leave comments. As like I said, if you're watching the video, also share with family and friends. You can also share with strangers. So you have YouTube having as their mission. Leave a comment below. What is mission? If you set out to do something of importance, it's a task. It's your fundamental, your position, and what you want to achieve, how you're going to achieve it, and also the outcome. Something like that. That is your mission, your plan, your specific, plan in containing specificity of tasks, what you want to do. So their mission is to give everyone a voice. I think that is really important. That is what I'm doing now. I'm exercising my privilege, if you like, to have a voice, to speak. I don't know what is the meaning of speaking. You speak words. If you have a voice, it means you say something and people also listen to you. He also says you show your user. You show everyone, everyone who access this space is shown the world. That is really interesting. I mean, if you are being shown the world, YouTube is showing the world to you. What does it mean? Leave a comment below, let me know. Because my approach, my strategy is to let this be interactive. My expectation is to get people actually to be engaging. Leaving a comment if you are actually visiting, leaving a comment, and also you'll be being interactive. That's what I want to see more than otherwise. So they believe everybody deserves to have a voice, which is good. Find a voice if you're a singer, if you talk, or if you use other method of communication like body language, maybe acting, cooking, you tell a story. So, and that the world is a better place when we listen. So normally there is a mode of operation. When somebody speaks, you listen. That makes the world a better place. It's what they believe in. That is their belief, that is their value. That is what YouTube value. They value people to have a voice. They value it believing the world is a better place if people listen to one another. Tolerance, being there, we have different views. We produce different opportunities as well. Different views. We listen to people, even if we disagree with them, even if we agree with them. And we share. You see, when we share ideas, we share information, we share resources, we share what we enjoy, what we like, our experience, we share And we also build our communities through our stories. Your life is a story. If you cook food, if you travel, you're telling a story. I can see one person, you're welcome. I don't know who you are, because if you leave a comment, then I will know who you are. Sorry to say that we are a small space. We are only beginning live streaming. This is a start. You're warmly welcome. And I hope many more will come. We'll talk about the platform which we operate. And as always, somebody joining and leaving, because people are so excited. When they come in and then they find that the room is empty. That is one of the challenges we face as content creators. And if you are a small operator, the people come in and out, people want to be where people are. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about community. So my aim is to form into a community through our stories. So we tell stories, we find voices, we tell stories. That is what YouTube is about. We're talking about our resources are within this YouTube infrastructuring. One person just came and left. We can talk about many things. We can talk about YouTube. We talk about the blog. We talk about how YouTube works. We talk about jobs. YouTube can employ people. We talk about press as a medium of information, news, maybe entertainment. Leave a comment below if you know what a press is. YouTube culture and trends. NFL Sunday tickets. Leave a comment if you know anything about that. This is about YouTube. This is what YouTube is about. The synopsis, if you like, the outlook of YouTube. Then you have the products on YouTube Kids, YouTube Music, YouTube Originals, YouTube Podcasts. If you visit these places, you will find out about this. YouTube Premium, YouTube Select, YouTube Studio, YouTube TV. These are the products. And for business developers, maybe business developers, maybe developers of YouTube business infrastructure. Leave a comment below if you know this. YouTube advertising for creators, creating for YouTube Kids, creator research, creator services directory, YouTube artist. If you are an artist, you have YouTube creators like myself, content creators. Leave a comment below. YouTube next up, YouTube VR. Then YouTube's commitments, creators for change. So when you perform, when you participate, if you gain knowledge, if you apply this knowledge, you create change. This is what this infrastructure is about. Leave a comment below. I think this a platform, and the resources and the estate is quite similar or other forms of estates. CSAI, artificial intelligence, I think, much. CSAI. These are links to pieces of information about YouTube and also all the other. This is the mapping. So I thought it to just remind you so that you can go on the YouTube channel and search out social impact. This is a social media for starters, to form communities. Sure, let us look at how YouTube works. click, leave a comment below if you want to know something specific. Then you might need to watch the rest of my video or live streaming, and also the video I posted on the YouTube, how to access this information. But if you leave a comment below and ask specifically, I will probably do a video or just answer your comment how to access this kind of material on the YouTube platform. Thank you so much, everybody attending. Thank you so much, everybody not attending. Talk about managing harmful content. How does YouTube manage harmful content? What is harmful content? If it is a bad thing, then it's going to be harmful. Content is what you create, like videos, any information, any kind of material you create on YouTube is a content. If it is harmful, it means it's bad. It means also it is not allowed. So it is managed how they do it. And this is something which relates to YouTube commitment, what they are committed to do. They support political integrity. You learn how YouTube support civic engagement and election integrity. To talk about election integrity, I would suggest leave a comment below, because I haven't read it yet. I'm just going through it. Hopefully, I will go through it one by one, because I will be doing live streaming and also the normal video posting. This is for live streaming. One person has already come here and left also. This is a pattern 3 times now, 4 times. People come and leave almost immediately because we are so small. There could be another reason. Leave a comment below if you know why people come briefly and leave, which is okay. At least I'm so happy they came. I am also happy they left, because that is what they want to do. And I wish for them to have stayed, which is what I prefer. But it doesn't mean everything I prefer is going to be done on this platform or on any other platform. It's a learning experience to understand and also to know that people do what they want to do. And it is coming to 30 minutes now in this process. So supporting political integrity. So YouTube supporting civic engagements. So we talk about civilry, or you talk about the people of a country, their understanding of how the system works, the government, the system of the state, and how the people really operate the system of state, the information, the learning, and also the production which we experience in changing our society. That is how I venture to describe civic engagement. There is a specific context to this, because this is what YouTube's commitment represent in one of its many elements: election integrity, rigging election, or even manipulating election results or processes, or also undermining, or also promoting the values, say for example democratic value, guarding against maybe misinformation or things like that to manipulate election results. How they do that is written on their code of conduct, and also the guidelines which you are free to access and read. And if you happen to be on my live stream, then can discuss. And going forward, I will be. I'm determined to kind of go through this as much as I can. And the next live streaming, we will probably go deeper. But now I'm just doing an overview. So fostering youth safety. Youth safety is really important to YouTube. And so when we talk about guidelines, we talk about rules. The second person just visited, because only 2 people visit today. They visited, they visit and leave, which is nice to come. Thank you so much for coming, but they have already left. As soon as I mentioned that somebody visited, they just left. But I'm so excited that somebody at least came to check us out. And finding probably nobody around, which is fine. And I'm so excited, I'm so happy that they come, but I'm slightly disappointed that they leave almost immediately. But it's the way things are. I will see how it goes going forward. So we talk about fostering youth safety. Youth safety to YouTube is extremely important to the organization, and how it helps keep children and teens protected on the platform. So you talk about teenagers, and also talk about children. Also, children, probably teenagers. Leave a comment below if you know the ages of teenagers. Talk about the ages of teenagers, maybe up to 19, because that's what teen means. You talk about teen. You talk about I don't know how this thing opened, because I didn't want to open it anyway. I was only looking at an overview. And just looking at the overview. I wasn't opening it, but it somehow did itself a favor and maybe decided to open itself, which is rather nice. To talk about teenagers 19 years, up to 19 years. If you're 20, you're no longer a teenager. You are 19, you were 20. 13 is a teenager. Between 13 and 19 are teenagers, but maybe YouTube can define it differently. Leave a comment below if you have children. If you don't, if you know what teenagers, which ages in the United Kingdom or in any of the countries YouTube may be operating in your country, leave a comment below. So we'll talk about promoting digital well-being. Talk about well-being, maybe the hygiene, homekeeping, making sure things are done orderly. Cleaning up, tidying up. Digital well-being is quite nice. Leave a comment below what you think about the digital well-being. Is quite interesting. To talk about digital well-being, you talk about standing up to it. There's something called hatred. If you don't like a certain class of people, because they are maybe children, maybe they are young, maybe they are elderly, maybe they are married, maybe they are single. So you produce hatred for a certain class of people. Maybe they are, they're black or white, or maybe they're disabled. Leave a comment below if you do not like a certain type of people. So standing up for hate, how you to protect communities from hate and harassment. Because sometimes people practice hatred, and in the process there is harassment. So when the third person came and also left. Thank you so much for coming. I wish you had stayed long enough for me to say thank you while you are hearing. People just come in and out, which is nice. I think it would have been nicer if they could come in and stay for longer. I'm so happy that you came. The ones who came, 3 people now have come in 30 minutes. Another one is just coming. We have 4 people coming. And normally when people come, people leave quickly because we are probably feel they are probably scared to stay. I'm so happy that you came, and I'm also happy that you left. So a fourth person came and left, which is very nice. I wish they should have could have been nicer coming in and staying for a little longer so that we have a conversation. Even only two people is enough to have conversation. I'm so happy four people have already come, but also I could have been up here if they had stayed for longer. They are really like in a rush. If you live in the UK, is 6:30. But if you live in another country, you're probably late or a bit very early if you live in America. And stay tuned, continue watching, leave a comment below, let me know what you think. We are doing live streaming live from the United Kingdom in London. And thank you so much that you came today and also left. And if you stay, I'm talking about YouTube as a platform which we talk about rules, discussing about rules, because before I just have a thought before we discuss rules and guidelines. It's good to think about how this is their commitment. This is a prelude to what produced guidelines. You see, their beliefs, what they value, what YouTube values, what they believe in, which I find to be really important. If I'm going to be part of the family of this great infrastructure, to know what YouTube stands for, what they value, what they believe in, and the kind of guidelines to provide for users if you use YouTube for one way or another. If you coming to do shopping, if you're doing research, a fourth person I think came and left, which is very nice. It would have been nicer if they stayed for longer. And normally it is in the manner, the nature of people to come in and leave, which is very nice. And I'm so happy, yeah, that they came and also perhaps also enjoying what we are trying to do. Thank you so much and for your time. And we are talking about hatred and harassment, which they stand for. They stand up to hatred, and they also partnering. They partner with researchers. If you're a researcher, leave a comment below. And if you have an opportunity to visit this site, and it is good information to know that YouTube partner with researchers, and how they do that is also included here. How YouTube partner with researchers. If you're a researcher, I mean you identify a problem and set out to solve the problem by looking for information and also compiling information and also writing report. I don't know what research is. I do research professionally in the line of my occupation, and I enjoy it a lot. And if you enjoy doing research a lot, let me know. Doing write-ups, identifying a problem, outlining a problem, looking for information from every source and compiling this information, and also doing a write-up and publishing this right up. That's what I do on almost a daily basis. Leave a comment below if you like doing research. And I don't know if YouTube is going to partner with me. If they are to partner with me, then I have to set out to be doing research on maybe child poverty, maybe maybe on welfare issue or one sort or another, maybe benefit, maybe pay, maybe minimum wage, national minimum wage in the UK. That would be interesting. And I would want to know, would be really excited knowing that YouTube is partnering with me or being able to partner with me as a researcher. And that is so exciting to know. And this is their commitment to the world and particularly to users, to content creators, their commitment to other people who do one thing or another to on this platform, and also protecting user data, which is extremely important for security and other purposes. So you talk about maintaining user privacy, and which is really essential. Leave a comment below if you have a view on how YouTube is committed to protecting user data and the more the merrier, people coming. And I wish they could come and stay for longer. Thank you so much, everybody who have come, and also people who have not come. Let me just try to find out if there is another. There is beam. There is 8 mm. I have no clue what this is about. Leave a comment below if you know 8 mm. This we probably have never seen this. Let me leave it to 8 mm first change. People coming in and leaving. Maybe if they find me uh, glowing in 8 millimeter, which is what it just show a type of coloring and a type of enhancing to my images that I want to know, I want to know what people think about this imaging. If you are lucky enough to come across this facility, thank you so much. We are about over 30 minutes into this, and I'm so excited about this. So we talk about possible artificial intelligence, responsible AI, responsible artificial intelligence. Leave a comment below if you know anything about artificial intelligence. They are natural intelligence. We talk about machine learning, machine intelligence, machine knowledge, machine excellence, and also wisdom, understanding. I don't know all these uh, maze of materials. And look, this is one of the ways in which YouTube is committed, it exercises its commitment to its participants, which if somebody like you and I, people who do things on here, one thing or another. So there has to be a bit of response. I mean, the using of AI should be responsibly done, and how does YouTube responsibly approach generative artificial intelligence? So generative artificial intelligence is something I don't really know, which would be really very interesting going forward. This is just an overview which I'm going through at random, and next time going forward, leave a comment below if you are interested in this kind of thing. Perhaps I will go in fair details, opportunity and time permitting, and we live in an age and also in moments of optimism. About 5 people already been in and also out, which is really nice. But it would have been nicer if they had stayed, but they stayed very little left, which is also nice. So let us talk about fighting in misinformation. That is a strong word. When they talk of fighting, this is the first time YouTube has used the word fighting, which means is a major misinformation, is a major aspect of their commitments. And how they do that, how they combat, they use words which is almost militaristic. We combat misinformation. How they combat misinformation, which means it's really important to them. It's something which probably bothers them a lot, and which means they probably put a lot of resources in on the problem of misinformation. Which, if you violate their rules and guidelines on misinformation, then it's a likelihood that you're going to fall foul of the problems of misinformation. And if you fight information and combat misinformation, these are almost militaristic terminologies applied rigorously on this website, on this platform by YouTube, and which is quite very exciting because you are a content creator or a participant which you invest either financially or time or a lot of resources being invested to promote your maybe YouTube channel, and you fall foul of misinformation and with the result that you are probably removed totally. Your channel is terminated. You know how serious these issues are. Any of these, if you fall foul of any of these elements, then you're going to be in trouble. So mastering them, or paying somebody who is a master of these rules and guidelines, you do well as a participant, including users, content creators, artists, scientists, or researchers, and the list is endless. So preventing bias, what YouTube does to prevent bias. So you'll find out if you practice something which is really contrary to equal treatment, justice, fairness, uh, you know, compromising on the truth, or on, using facts in a very uh, unfruitful ways. So you talk about bias. So they don't like bias. They don't like bias. So safeguarding copyright, and I like the word safeguarding is to do with safety and guarding. Which is a compound word put together to form one word, which is a terminology, safeguarding, if you like. We will talk about it in specific. I am inviting you to access this material yourself and do a reading if you are an avid user of this space, because they are very important. If you are a multimillionaire or a multi-billionaire, you can use your money to pay people who are already experts on YouTube rule, because going forward, the future is YouTube. The future is social media generally, and even the main media are now. If I'm correct, if I'm wrong, then leave a comment below. Let me know. If I'm correct, the main media are now going to actually join YouTube platform. So YouTube platform is becoming more and more important. Social media is becoming more and more important. It's a growth infrastructure. We have a sixth person coming, and also staying a little bit and leaving. The psychology is now formatting, because people, I would suspect people working in coming in finding that there are not many people and they just walk away, which is we have done, which is early morning. Let us welcome to live chat. Thank you so much for coming, and let us look at dawn. Dawn is a very wonderful precept, and this is early morning, very very early morning at that. And leave a comment below if you are someone who wakes up at dawn. And so these are actually, every time I change this, if you are lucky enough to watch this video, you will see that every time I make changes, the color, the effect, I think it's called, the effect changes. I'll leave a comment below. Thank you so much. I'm talking about safeguarding copyright. Talk about copyright. Copyright is a nightmare issue for small and also medium, perhaps also big content creators, because copyright, especially from music, but also from other materials, written material, I don't know, maybe thumbnails, all these things. There are a lot of issues to do with copyright, and copyright is a ticking time bomb for anybody. So how is it protected? How do YouTube protect copyrighted content? So safeguarding probably fundamentally involve protection. I learned about safeguarding from people who are suffering from domestic violence, children being abused. But if you abuse content belonging to somebody, there is a safeguarding of copyright, and protection is involved, and also taking action is also involved. Stay tuned, continue watching. Thank you so much that you came. Thank you so much that you didn't come. Thank you so much that you came only briefly. And thank you so much that you left. I would have been better if you had stayed for longer. It would have been better if you had left a comment, if you had engaged a bit more, and not like I am being impatient, but every time, everything has its time. This is the third day participating here, and it is an opportunity. If I did not do live streaming, which I am now doing for the third or perhaps the fourth time, and my wish is that people came, and as they did the first time when they were invited. Maybe today we are Monday, maybe Tuesday, tomorrow I'm not going to do live streaming because I'm so busy tomorrow. On Tuesday evening, I can actually set up for Tuesday evening, but I don't think I should, because sometimes I work until late in the night, working from home aside. So let I say we are going to do, because today is Wednesday, Tuesday, tomorrow. I'm going to be off tomorrow. I'm going to set up for Wednesday evening at 6. I'm going to be consistently setting up a live stream at 6, but tomorrow I may do a normal video because I can choose what time to do. The thing about live streaming is that you set a time and you have to be there to make sure you're there when people, to host the event when people are there. There is one person. This is the eighth person coming, but every time they come, they leave very quickly. They come and leave very quickly. This is the eighth time somebody coming and leaving very quickly, and I'm so excited about that. But I wish they could stay for longer. And I don't know why they come. I came. I don't know how they come. But I'm so grateful to know people are actually, even to know that I'm visible. That people decide to come in to check, but they leave quickly. Yesterday is happening like that. I mean, I think, yeah, yesterday I did a live stream, and it happened like that also. People come and stay for seconds, literally seconds, and leaving, which is good, which is exciting. I wish they could stay for longer. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you also for leaving. Because it is what you choose to do, and I am explaining about really, really nice thing, very, very interesting thing, safeguarding copyright. Copyright, if you are a content creator, you will know the word copyright immediately. So we are talking about also curbing extremist content. I have no clue what extremist content is. I've struggled with the word extreme, but we talk about it all the time. It's societal, it is policy, it is broad. Every single organization, every institution talk about extremism, and YouTube knowledge. So we talk about preventing radicalization, which thing I know, have no clue what radicalization. Talk about terrorism. Talk about, I don't know, when you are extreme and you say, oh, blah, 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 leave a comment below what is radicalization. I have no clue. There is a tendency of you doing things you shouldn't do. You are over the top. You are extreme. I don't know how to implement it. Radicalization is like, wow, I hate the West. I love the West more than any other country. I don't know what radicalization. I think being negative is what amounts to radicalization. Because if I say I love the West more than anybody else, that is an extreme view. I think if you say I hate the Western countries more than anywhere anybody else, then probably that is an extremely a form of radicalization. If I find, if you say mention a celebrity, I say if I find this celebrity, I'm going to kiss them, I'm going to show them my love. I don't know if that is an extremism. Yes, probably. Probably it's a form of radicalization. I don't really know, but it is defined on the platform. If I click to read on it, I will know what YouTube is talking about. I'm just only trying to imagine what is going to come. I'm just looking at an overview and hoping people who are going to come, which they might still come because we are still on, and people might still come to us, to meet us, and to participate in discussion. I want it to be interactive. That's what I expected. That is what I expect going forward, interactive, because this is new. So I'm actually trying to set the tone, the tempo for this space going forward to determine what outlook to provide or to produce. So we talk about radicalization, which is a very common theme everywhere. We have overused the word radicalization. We have used the word radicalization to the extent that we now beginning to lose meaning. If you know what radicalization means, leave a comment below. A seventh person came within seconds, they left. and there is a chronic habit of visitors or guests attending and leaving immediately, and people get scared because probably there is nobody else. If there were maybe 50 people, 100 people, I think they were going to stay. The more the merrier. People like this is social media. You don't want to be stuck in a space with somebody talk about something about rules, because the title is rule, YouTube rules and guidelines. So people coming expect to talk about rules and guidelines. So we'll talk about uh, our youth principles. I mean, if you talk about principle, you talk about principles relating to youth as an aspect of commitment from YouTube infrastructure. What do you think it is? Leave a comment below. If you happen to visit, go to the YouTube page and find out what they are talking about. So how are youth principle call to use YouTube's protect a product and policies. To talk about product and policy, which I know what they're talking about, because we talk about age restriction, age compliant product like videos for youth only, for young people, which and how to do set up for product like videos, how to support parents to set up their system to protect children, youth, which is probably when you talk about youth, up to maybe 30 years, they can still be youth. Leave a comment below if you know what the definition of youth is. I have no clue. And just leave a comment below. Let me know what you know by what youth is. Youth principles. This is part of YouTube commitment to us, which we like and which we are to pay close attention to, and make sure we do what we need to do to keep safe, to keep sane, to be protected. We are content creators. Then we know when we do the keeping of these rules, we are safe for ourselves. We make other people also safe. So talk about children and how you choose product and policy. Your product for children, for young people, for youth. I don't talk about children, you talk about teenagers. I work for children and teenagers. Then we talk about youth also. So youth potentially are related to children, because the definition of children in terms of maybe youth probably relate to teenagers, perhaps people from 12 or maybe 7 or 5 years. I don't see youth being any more or any less than maybe 10 years, 12 years. 12 years, 13, how do you define a youth? Maybe 13 years. And the 13 years is a child. So we talk about teenagers and children. Talk about 13 years, perhaps below 13, because I think if you're below 13, you still are allowed to use YouTube and also to participate in it, but with consent from your parents. As always, you talk about sharing revenues, which is what I like, which I don't really experience. As a content creator, if I grow to a certain point, then I will be able to share royalties, money with YouTube. So how does YouTube make money? How does it make money? Money, sharing YouTube, how to make money on YouTube. Thank you so much for coming today. And next time, we are going to really talk about these specifics. We talk about commitment, we talk about product features, we talk about user settings, we talk about rules and policies, we talk about progress and impact. If you make progress, if you impact society, I like that. And I hope you also like that. And going forward, we are going to do many things with this material. I am going to stick with this material. I'm excited about it. I'll probably, for the next 3 months, going to talk about YouTube as an infrastructure. Leave a comment below if you think it's a good idea. Leave a comment below if you think it's a bad idea. But I will probably mix it up with some other things. I was going to talk about employment policy in the United Kingdom in the other videos. And if you think this is interesting, leave a comment below. And see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye. Before you go, if you are watching this video, before you go, subscribe to the YouTube channel and share the video with family and friends, and leave a comment below or click like. Like is still important because it helps YouTube to recommend my videos and my channel. I will be making an effort to speak to people I know to attend, but this will be when, because my focus now is to learn how to do live streaming because I haven't done it before. So whether people come, whether people don't come, it's a blessing in disguise, especially if they don't come. But if they come, it's even better because it motivates me, it helps me more, it makes me happy also. Yeah, it's encouraging. If they don't come, then it's an opportunity for me to do my own thing, to provide an opportunity to learn how to improve on communicating this material with you, to find my voice in the world of YouTube, and also share what I find with the rest of the world alongside YouTube, because that is what their mission is. I would want to play a role within YouTube mission because they are there for me. I am there for them, or I would like to be there for them, working with them, not contrary to them, and which is what I want, which is what I need, even if I don't want it. Sometimes we do not understand the difference between what we want and what we need. I want to work within the rules, within the guidelines. I want to work with knowledge of the platform I work with extensively, and I also need to do that because if I don't do that as a necessity, which is what points to what I need, then there is a possibility I'm going to create a lot of problems for myself, falling foul of the rules, and also I think my attitude will also suffer if I don't know what YouTube is all about, how big it is, its vision, its commitment, its mission, every aspect of it. I will try to discuss. I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.